Welcome to Daily Focus. I had a dentist appointment this morning, so I'm running a little bit late, but glad that you have joined me. And I've entitled this one, I Appeal to Caesar. And we left Paul. He had been with Felix, and now he was transitioning into in front of Festus and was entrusted to Festus's care. And the Jews come again with all of their false accusations. And it's unfortunate that we live in a world of those who feel like in order to get their way or to have their agenda fulfilled, that they got to trump up false accusations. They have to insinuate wrongdoing. They have to come across as highly offended. We have an out of control discrimination cry. We have an out of control racism cry. We have an out of control sexism cry and a sexist cry. People are just crying whatever they want to cry in order to get their way. And it isn't even really the foundation for what it is that they're arguing about or supposedly offended by, but it somehow gets attention and helps put people on the defense so that they can get their way. There are people today that will even falsely accuse people who will go to prison and to potentially be charged. Some will be falsely charged in the courts, but sometimes people are just falsely condemned on the court of public social media or public opinion because of how something has been presented. And it's just a sad day in which we live, but it's not just today. It's been around a long time. And the Apostle Paul and even Jesus himself went through all of this. And so we're in good company if we feel like we're being accused, if we feel like we're being charged with things that are just not what they're being made out to be. Well, the Apostle Paul was there, and the text in Acts chapter 26 makes it clear that none of these things stuck. I mean, Paul even says to Festus, "You know that none of this is true. If I've done something that is worthy of death, then I will willingly die. I will accept the consequences. If I have done something that is not, then I will fight." And so he then cries out in verse number 11, I appeal unto Caesar. In other words, I'm not going to stand here and let these people who are full of an agenda try to get their way, which is to kill me, simply because they don't like my message. And they've trumped up all of these lies and they've trumped up all of these false accusations in order to justify their conscience in killing me. But I'm just not going to allow that. I appeal to Caesar. And ultimately, God was working through to where the top government officials would hear the gospel. And then you'll remember that Agrippa, in just a few more verses here, is going to cry out, "Almost, Paul, thou persuadest me to be a Christian." Almost. And one of the saddest verses in all of the Bible. But I think that God brought the gospel to the very top ranking leader in Rome in order that the gospel may start at the top and permeate through the entire kingdom. And what an amazing reminder that even when we're going through some difficult times, even when we are being falsely accused or we're being put into an arena where we have to stand firm and we have to stand on truth and we have to fight, as the Apostle Paul is willing to do. He's willing to go through his channels and fight for truth and fight for righteousness. And there are times we have to do that, but underlining all of that is my opportunity to share the gospel to those that are around. And so I think it is an important thing as we look at chapter 26 to remember that in the arenas of a world where there is so much chaos, there is so much confusion, there is so much deceit, there is so much agenda. Just remember this, that we serve a God who's in control. He's got it all under control. He's got a plan. Sometimes we have to fight. Sometimes we have to appeal to Caesar. But I want to leave you with this thought. There are just times that I feel that we just appeal to God. We just put our complete faith and rest in Him and say, okay, God, I don't know what's going to happen here, and I don't know what this person's going to do, and I don't know what the government's going to do, and I don't know what the next restriction coming down the line is going to be, but I do know this: you are in control. And because you're in control, I'm just going to appeal to you, and I'm going to submit my will to yours. And I'm going to let you decide what you want to do for your own glory. And I'm just going to participate in that program with peace and love and joy in my spirit, that I can take this straight to the creator of the world, the savior of my soul, the sustainer of the universe. I can go to God. And so there are times we appeal to Caesar. And then I believe there are times that we just appeal to God. May God bless you. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow.